association representative, business owner yourself, you're BPO expert, so you know everything about BPO, but at the same time you are in contact with the businesses, you know their pain points, you understand maybe they don't want to take this remote approach from one reason or the other. We know from what we have talked about that you every year do like let's say a yearly annual report on everything. And based on the findings of this study that you did for last year, what are the changes that are seen post-COVID here in Albania, so we can know more about like the statistics, the understanding, and can we see the trends, how is it going? And like the steps that should be followed by the businesses in order to take like a more remote, friendly approach, let's say.
First, I want to thank you. I want to thank you, Sergey, Native teams, and all the guys who were here. But mostly, I want to thank the young generation that I know that this kind of, let's say, relationship by listening to us, that we are here and they are there and they are just not talking and we are talking, it's a little bit, let's say, it's a little bit like, I know that it's not normal for them and even for us. Personally, me, I'm used to talk and engage. In this position, of course, I will reply to your to your question, but I remember something. I started in 2006 by my first job. I'm a teacher and a good translator of the Italian language. And in that time, I remember that my father wanted for me to be a teacher. And I remember that he was like doing this stuff of paying people, of finding people to find me a job as a teacher. Of course, I like teaching. I like education. I love education. It's not, let's say that, and this, let's say it's my hobby. But I couldn't do that job for all the time. So I was doing like a type of planning. Now I know it was remote. In that period of time, I didn't know. But the secret of this thing is that from 2006 now I do the same job, but it's working on business process outsourcing. So all my life I work in outsourcing. My parents still doesn't know what I do. And another thing, I have a cousin here. I didn't saw her for 10 years. Now she turned back from America and now she was in our office. And for the first moment, she said, now I understand what you are doing. So we grew up together, you know? And it was always difficult. But for us who worked in the outsourcing industry, remote working was something known. I always worked for Xerox, I always worked for America, still I was in Albania. But let's say psychologically, the difficulty was that when I go out in a bar, in a restaurant, I was like, you know, it's scary because I was living in America all the day long, and at night I was drinking the coffee, let's say in Block or somewhere else. After COVID, this is not anymore something, let's say, weird. This is the new normal. And we were happy, you know? We were all happy because for us as industry, we were just working also before, even in our business, we were working also before with remote workers. It was very difficult in Albania to approach them, while of the difficulties that we have still now. But anyway, it was something that we knew. After COVID, we were all happy. Because before COVID, I needed all the day long to stay with the luggage near the door and just to travel because I needed to go physically in some places. After COVID, I used to stay more with my kids. I swear to God, I knew my kids during the COVID. You know, and my mom. It was a good person. So. What I understood after the report of we as APSL Albanians, I'm the president of an association, and this association is an association that represents the work that we all do. That is the services. So I was very happy in 2016 starting of doing lobbying, and a friend of mine said that you are going in Simenathaniki, who didn't come.
You are walking in the sea like
Yeah, you are just, so I thought that doing lobbying, like, just for my belief, it was a good, let's say, thing to do, or an easy thing to do, but it was not like this. So we connected with ABSL, it's in Poland and in another 12 countries. So now it's much more easy for us, because when we say we are international, you know, it's easy. It's, people believe, and I'm talking for Albanian people. I'm not talking about, let's say, Italian or English or